Hello witches, I am High Priestess Orpheus. You hear me talk a lot about real, significant, and permanently positive change through witchcraft. That is the definition of witchcraft, working with the energy found in nature to bring about real, significant, and permanently positive change. But what do those words mean? What do the words real, significant, permanently positive change mean? When I say real, significant, and permanently positive change, I mean real. It's not imaginary. We are not using our imagination. We are not hallucinating. We are not hoping and waiting and not doing real world action after we have done a spell to make what we intend to have in our lives real. It's real. It's as real as you and I. When I say significant, I mean big. I mean big. I mean bigger than life. I mean life-changing by doing witchcraft. Life-changing by doing witchcraft. It's significant. It's huge. It's bigger than you and I. It's bigger than this entire planet. It is big in our lives. For most witches who have maybe been witches for 10, 15 years, they may not have ever experienced significant change. How do you experience significant change? By doing real world action every time you do a spell, ritual, hex, or curse. I said this before, and I'll say it again. Nothing changes if nothing changes. You have to do something in the natural so that something in the supernatural can shift in your favor. For some of you, which is finally shift in your favor. Aren't you tired of being sick and tired? Aren't you tired of losing? Aren't you tired of being labeled as a loser? Don't you want win after win, significant wins in your life? That is what I mean when I say significant, huge, life-changing, bigger than you and I, mind-blowing. When I say permanently, I mean that the witch will never have to do the same spell, ritual, hex, or curse to get their intention to manifest. It's permanent. It's life for eternity. It's forever. It will never change. There's nothing worse than a witch that has to do the same spell over and over again to keep the magic flowing in their direction. There's nothing worse than a witch that has to do the same spell over and over again to keep the magic flowing in their direction permanently. You do a spell one time and it permanently affects your life. Permanently, so that you will not have to go back to the way life once was before becoming a witch. So you will not have to lack. So you would not have to struggle. So you would not have to be like everybody else who is not a witch, who is struggling. They are struggling because they are not like you and I. They are not witches. So they don't experience permanent change. They don't. They don't even know how to go out and get it. They don't. They are afraid of the supernatural. Witches, you and I, we work alongside the supernatural. Witches work alongside the supernatural to not have to go through life the hard way, because no witch should be struggling. No witch. If you are a witch, listen to me very carefully. If you are a witch, you should not be struggling, because you are not like the outside world of being a witch. You are not. It's permanently. You do a spell and it permanently affects your life. When I say positive, permanently positive, it's positive. There is no negativity after you have done that spell. Now, there will be, of course, enemies, little roaches, little mice, little, snakes, scorpions that try to weasel their way into your life to make it negative. But your chosen deity, especially if you are a devotee of Hecate, will crush them to death. They will. I said this before. You don't want to go to war with a witch. I have seen what happens to the proud who takes on a witch. It's not pretty. It ain't pretty. It's fucked up what happens to a person who decides to go toe to toe with a real witch. With a real witch. You don't want to go toe to toe with a real witch, because you will get your ass handed to you. If you try to go toe to toe with a real witch, you will get your ass handed to you. You will. You will, absolutely. Nobody escapes a traditional experience with the Queen of Witches, Hecate. Not one soul. They may think they are getting away with something, but they are not. They will not go merrily on their way. They will not. Judgment will be on their head. They will fall into the pit that they have dug for you. Head first, neck broken, dead. D-E-A-D, dead. It is permanently positive change. It's not negative at all. It's not negative at all. When I speak of change, it's change. It's not like it was before. It's not like it was before. It's change. Your life is different. Your life is finally, for some of you witches, finally not just change, but your life is better than before you were a witch. It's just better. It's change. It's real significant and permanently positive change by being a witch and by performing witchcraft. Because no witch should be going through life the hard way. Everybody else can go through life the hard way because they are not witches. Oh well, too sad, too bad. Who gives a shit? But that won't be you though. That will not be you. That will not be you or me. Because no witch is going to be struggling. No witch. No witch. Now you know what I mean when I say real significant and permanently positive change through witchcraft. Now you finally know what exactly that means. Because I say it all the time on all my videos. On all my videos, except for my reels or shorts on YouTube, I always mention real significant and permanently positive change through witchcraft. Always. Because that is the definition of witchcraft. Working with the energy found in nature to bring about real significant and permanently positive change in the life of the witch. So now rewatch this video. Upload this video on your other social media platforms. Share this video with other witches or people thinking about becoming witches so they know beforehand what they're getting into and what I mean when I say real significant and permanently positive change. So thank you, witches, for taking time out of your day to view this video, and I now release you into the rest of your day. Bye, everyone.